Providing that all of these charges for the use of athletic or fitness facilities are retail will make a clear line and make it understandable. So one of the issues that you will hear some folks mention today is the issue of instructional activities, and it was mentioned in the briefing. Instructional activities have been very confusing from for our interpretation. So let's use an example of skydiving. If I pay $200 to go skydiving, and somebody stands at the door and says, put your parachute on, you pull the ripcord, and you jump, is that instructional or is that an activity? And those are the kinds of debates that we get into over and over and over again. So making a clean line between what is and isn't taxed, whether it includes the instruction or not, is what our goal is. Now, with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Questions for Drew, the agency. Representative Hansen.
So Drew, just scanning the chart, it looks like the only category that used to be not taxed and now is going to be taxed is martial arts lessons, which I think has to do with this instruction, the elimination of this instructional concept,
Absolutely.
Right? So back in the day, I mean, under current law, without this bill, we tax personal trainers, right? Even though personal trainers are instructing people in how to do certain exercises and use their bodies and so on. But why don't we tax martial arts people under the current regime?
Well, it comes down to what part of it is sort of, for example, mixed martial art. What part of it is instructional and training? And we had this issue arise out of yoga. And what part of it is sort of the mental and emotional development versus a physical activity. And so what the result has been exactly what you're pointing out. Boxing today is subject to sales tax, but mixed martial art is instructional and not. And it's where you draw the line, and that's the challenge we have.
So, for example, now mixed martial arts will be subject to sales tax?
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
What we would say is if you don't want to do that, then move boxing with it and move it all off the list of taxable so that you're treating similar activities similarly.
Okay, thank you.
Today, our challenge is when we have to exclude instruction, and distinguishing instruction is very challenging.
So just to be super clear, and then we really got to wrap it up, there are other elements of instruction that are taxed.
Correct.
An example might be?
Karate is an example of one that Representative Neely has his other amendment on. Karate has elements of instruction and activity. Under this proposal, because it's all combined into one, it would all be subject to sales tax.
Okay.